ladies and gentlemen. So Pete Dunne, Trent Seven, who's with Maple Leaf Pro, I think, or I don't even know where he's with, but they reunited and did the Triple H entrance at OTT Wrestling. So the Forbidden Door, the Prohibited Portal, and Pete Dunne doing indies. He's going to be at GCW as well. So they paid homage to Triple H as well. So that's cool, I suppose.
That's cool.
Yeah, shout out Pete Dunne. Pete Dune, whatever. Julia made her return last night at WWE live event in Bartow, Florida, attacking Cora Jade and seemingly signaling that she wanted her title back. I think they're going to break the titles off of Vaquer sooner than later. I think they just gave them to her for her to have that accolade. Also, it wasn't an injury. It was a visa issue, apparently, Jake, that kept her back for just like they didn't know. They thought she was going to be unable to compete for a minute, I guess. We don't know. It
didn't seem like she was injured. People had saying she was injured. I never thought she was.
So Eric Bischoff says he would have had John Cena beat Cody Rhodes at Mania 41, then lose the title to Rock, setting up Rock versus Cody Rhodes for next year. I don't know about all that, but let's hear Bischoff. He said he's retiring from wrestling entirely type shit. So I don't know if he's going to do MLW one-shots. I don't know if he's going to pop up on NXT. I don't know if it's the humiliation of Dynamite surpassing Nitro, which doesn't really matter. I don't know if it's
nothing.
I don't know if he's going to continue doing 83 weeks or what, but let's hear what he's got. Here's Eric Bischoff's fantasy mark booking here for John Cena, Cody Rhodes, The Rock.
Let Rock take it off Cena, bring Cody back. If that story is laid out and committed to in a way that everybody believes it's going to happen, I think that would be awesome. You get the next year booked. You're not even there yet. You haven't even got on a plane to go to Vegas, and your next year's already booked. Could be. So in that scenario, would I see John getting the belt? Yeah, I would. It'd be interesting. It'd be good for Cody. Look, you're not going to get, in my humble opinion.
Wow.
Cody's not going to get a lot more over than he is staying on top, but he's such a good baby face and such a good face for the company. He'll get more over getting it back than he will holding on to it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's just the chase. And with Cody Rhodes, it's always the chase. And people even criticize him like, oh, as the champion, people make him look like a bitch and look like the underdog. And it's like, well, that's because that's why he's interesting. Like when he's on that road. So until he turns heel, until they decide to do that, which it's only a matter of time for that, couple years or a year or 2-3 years, whatever. Whenever they choose to go heel with Cody Rhodes. I just say ride this babyface run into the ground. And he doesn't need, again, with Cody Rhodes, he could drop the title, still be super over, and chase for it again or chase after the world heavyweight, and we'll all get behind him. Like, he doesn't need to hold on to it all the time. Austin jumbled the belt around. What?
He'll get more steam, more momentum, more opportunity to get himself over in a different way if he's chasing that championship for the next 12 months. As opposed to defending it.
So speaking of hot, Carmen Petrovich is coming to Bloodsport 13. Okay. So again, just a huge list of WWE superstars that are going to be there. Hulk Hogan, brother. So we covered the cost. They slashed it by like 30% of his Real American Beer suite. Okay. So they scrapped it entirely. Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer suite package for Mania has been removed from the site, brother. So they're going to repurpose it. People aren't buying them. They don't want to see Hulk Hogan. They don't want to sit in his suite. So they're going to repurpose it, turn it into like the Macho Man suite, dude, or something like that. And then they're going to sell the tickets, and Hulk Hogan won't bother nobody. So the fans have spoken. Now, while WWE has been in Europe and all of that, they have also been touring and doing house shows. Sorry, I got a text. They have also been touring and doing house shows this whole time where people are seeing kooky matchups like Gunther versus Punk and all of this awesome shit that you can only see in Europe. And so here is just some funny stuff between Cody Rhodes and Punk.
Yeah, they teamed up.
Could be doing a Europe tour teaming up for AEW, but instead, competing with WWE, but instead they're both here.
But he's the cancer. Look at that smile.
Man. Crazy that they gave this they gave that up in AEW. A moment like that right there.
I just looked it up. Next Raw is in London, and that's the last show of the European tour. So SmackDown will be early this week, and then Raw will be early. Although SmackDown isn't early in the States because it's on USA.
As was just announced on the show here, the ferocious tag team of size and agility, truly unsung heroes. So I was questioning it last live show. I was like, well, when are they going to announce the natural disasters and these other people that are rumored? Well, here you go. They announced them, Typhoon and Earthquake. They are going into the WWE Hall of Fame. So shout them out, and let's lock back in with Big Jim and main event Jey Uso. And round of applause for somebody remixed. This is going to end up getting clipped out, but somebody remixed Liv Morgan's laugh into Triple H's theme music, which is hilarious.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
It works so good. Yeah, that's hilarious. So report most people within WWE, quote, just don't care about the Tony Hinchcliffe hosting Ghost of WrestleMania. Most in WWE. So they asked certain people, and they don't give a largely because real people with real lives don't care, and they're okay with jokes.
Stupid idiot.
Is all I'm saying, okay? The IWC just loves to get outraged over shit. Meanwhile, the locker room's like, meh, whatever. And 30 seconds until Raw comes back. So here's 30 seconds of Mark Henry DJing, playing Hulk Hogan's theme, the crowd booing, and him quoting the Iron Sheik. So let's take a listen here as Dragon Lee makes his way to the ring. Crazy.
And then it goes into Carlito.
We got some more news here. Endeavor goes private in a $25 billion deal with Silver Lake. So Endeavor goes private. I don't know if that means what does that mean? I need someone smarter. Does that mean
for trading? They're no longer publicly traded?
I don't know, man, but there's that. Yeah, no.
So it sounds like
TKO is WWE private again. I don't understand how that works.
Right.
Does that trickle down, or I need someone way smarter than me to come on the pod and talk about this?
Where's Dose when you need him?
Yes, or likely Wednesday. I'm gonna get MJ from NJ in
there. You go
to break down some graphs and charts, and it won't be terribly long. I won't bore you guys to death, but it is interesting, and yeah, he's gonna come talk with me more about that. Explain that to me. 46 more classic WWE pay-per-views have been added to Netflix outside of the U.S., including ECW One Night Stand 05, Survivor Series 2000, Great Balls of Fire, Breakdown in Your House, and a bunch more. So that's amazing for me. Good job, me. I get to watch all that good shit. I'm currently doing, I did the first ever Rumble, and then I'm going to Mania 4, and then I'm going Rumble Mania. I'm doing that right now. That's my list, and then after I'm going to try and watch all the Invasion shit in order.
Nice.
Yes. So Eric Bischoff said that WWE ultimately failed with John Cena's heel turn and his promo on Raw. And he says it was exciting, John Cena's heel turn, the potential, but there wasn't anything dramatic about it other than the fact that he turned heel. It was interesting. I did see the clip of his promo. I didn't see it live. I saw the clip of it. It was okay. I mean, the delivery was great, but just the message was kind of weak for that moment. So there's Bischoff. And then, of course, the sickos who typically hate Bischoff, they all agree with him. And they're like, I agree with Bischoff. But it is what it is, man. Bischoff can have his opinion. I think this Dynamite surpassing Nitro might have actually got him shook, dude. And you guys know I love Bischoff, but I think it might have got him shook. So let's take a look at Roman Reigns and Tribal Cash.
He's the richest wrestling superstar in the world. His garage.
Now, some of this shit could be fake, too. Like, this is just a random TikTok celebrity chat, too. Who knows? But if this is all real, he's balling out of control, dude.
Garage is as big as a football field. He owns more mansions than you can count on a map. He is Roman Reigns, worth $200 million. One house isn't enough for him. He owns a $12 million modern mansion in Tampa, Florida, an $8 million vacation villa in Los Angeles, and a $6 million lakefront estate in Georgia. Roman Reigns' collection is next level. He owns a full set of original WWE World Championship belts, including The Rock's 1998 WWF era title worth $1 million. He also has a custom Rolls-Royce Cullinan valued at $800,000. His luxury collection is top tier. His closet is filled with limited edition Gucci and Versace suits, with the most expensive one worth $250,000. He also
Like, what? I don't know. Maybe.
owns a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5719/10G diamond encrusted watch worth $1.8 million, released in limited numbers worldwide.
Like, is he that into watches?
He makes $22 a second. By the time you finish reading this, he just made $1,320. Feeling a little jealous?
No, man.
I mean, he
just
seems
happy
really into
for the
watches
guy.
and shoes.
Man like Doris, Rio, not the Rio for like Riho, but like, you know, but Rio, Luke Jacobs, Zosiah, Golden Boy Santos, and Adam Maxted have all been invited to the WWE tryouts in Europe. According to several sources, a Michael Oku invitation for the tryout was highly unlikely, and that's because AEW is trying to sign that Michael Oku guy. But he might go to WWE, and the dirt sheets could be going, well, that's highly unlikely because they don't want him to sign with the Fed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was WWE news for the evening, guys. Amazing stuff. And we covered the Moxley stuff earlier.